Oh, it's the, let's see, it's the Sunday after Memorial Day that we go to United Culture.
Well, I know that was some people that were gonna start to wanted to go join. Actually, you guys are being talked about it.
Oh my goodness.
So maybe she was asking all the time.
Okay, sure. Good morning, everybody. Oh, that's not too bad. Good job. I'm glad you're all here. Did everybody have a good week? Yeah? Did you have a great Easter with your family? Yeah? Good deal. How about, do we have any highlights this morning? Yeah, just a few. Come on up if you've got a highlight.
At school, I got a test, but it's not an MC test, but just a test, and I got wrong.
Oh.
I got some of it right, so it's not.
Some of it right. Oh, that's good. Okay. Yes, Miss Violet.
I had a sleepover with my friend, and also I went to Florida.
Yes, it looked like you had a really good time in Florida, did you?
Yeah.
Did you get tan?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Sounds like fun. How about you?
I got to have a sleepover with my friend.
Was that? Oh, you're the friends that got together for sleepovers. Friends and cousins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And Leaky.
Yes. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Riley. Yay, that's a highlight. I like that. Yes.
I had my MCA test,
Okay.
and yesterday I went to Whitewater.
Yes. Oh, fun. And you got to do a bunch of hiking, right? Oh, cool. I like that.
I did my MCA test too, and I finished it all, and
How is your puppy?
yeah, good. He's good, but he bites a lot.
Is he okay?
Not really.
Not really.
He got bit in the face
By what?
by our other dog.
Oh, no. So is he getting better, though? He's okay.
Yeah, I also saw a raccoon yesterday
Where at?
in our shed.
Ooh, yeah, just gotta stay away from him.
Yeah, Oliver's like, I'm gonna put a stick in the hole, and then it bit the stick.
Oh,
And almost bit his hand.
oh, stay away from the raccoons, Oliver.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know. Thanks, Rose. Hey, how are you?
This Saturday I have a soccer game.
Oh, fun. Do you know where you get to go for soccer? Is it in Casson? Is it? Oh, good luck. I love to watch soccer.
I had my MCAs and they stink badly. And
Yeah.
then from the Easter Bunny, I got a Nutella and I was like that big. So small.
A Nutella?
Yeah, and it actually fit the toast. It
Oh,
was tiny. I thought it was only
yeah. That sounds good. Yes, hopefully.
When we went to Whitewater, we went on 2 hikes.
2 hikes? Were you tired?
No.
No, because you're good. I'd be tired. You're just really good. Hey,
We went to Florida,
I know. What did you do in Florida? What was your favorite thing?
Discovery Cove.
Oh, that's at Disney World, right? No.
It's like by, do you know where SeaWorld is?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
by SeaWorld.
Oh, okay. Oh,
We
fun.
also went to SeaWorld.
Yes, that's fun. Did you ride Kraken or whatever it's called? Oh, yikers. Ask Megan about that sometime.
I went to Florida.
Yes. How many people here have been to Florida in the last 2 months?
Yeah.
My goodness. I think we're missing out. And what was your favorite thing about Florida?
My favorite thing was getting lost Tuesday.
Of course, if you were lost. Oh, okay.
It's a water park.
Oh, fun. So were you by yourself when you were lost?
Yeah, for about an hour.
Oh, dear. I bet Mom was having a heart attack.
Nope.
Nope. Oh, man. I'm glad they found you. Oofda. Yes? Graham, what's your highlight?
I had lots of candy.
You got lots of candy for Easter. That much? Oh yeah, you're not gonna eat it all in one day though, right? No, okay. Good deal. Sounds like everybody's had a good week and lots of fun things going on with the trips to Florida, and now you all get to stay here for the rest of the time. You're in Minnesota now. Yeah. Yeah, it was a bummer to come back, I bet. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's quite a contrast from Florida to Minnesota in April, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm glad everybody had a good time the last couple of weeks, since it's been 2 weeks since we had Sunday school. One more thing, Riley. They didn't have to de-ice the plane in Florida. Well, that's a good thing. Okay, now last week we talked a little bit about it here with some of you, was Easter. And what do we celebrate on Easter? Isla.
We celebrate when he rose again from the dead.
Yep, that's right. Jesus rose on Easter Sunday, right? So he rose from the grave so that we could live with him forever in heaven, right? Okay, so how many of you sometimes don't believe things until you actually see them? If somebody says, I did this, and you go, yeah, right. Do some of you have to have proof first? Yeah, you kind of doubt. Have you ever heard the story of doubting Thomas? Yeah? Okay. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to try to do a little bit of a trick. We'll see if I can make it work, okay? Can everybody see this bowl of water?
Yeah.
You know, if you need to stand up, you guys in the back or whatever. Okay. If I put a paper clip in the water, what do you think it's going to do?
Sink. It's gonna float.
How many for sink? How many for float? Think? Some of you aren't quite sure, right? Okay. So, here's the paper clip, here's some water. You see where it went?
No.
Straight to the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah. So those of you that said sink, you were right.
You said float.
Okay, so now you know you kind of answered the question, right? What's this paper clip gonna do? Because you saw what it did, now you believe that it'll sink, right? Okay. Now let's try something a little bit different. Okay. Can you see now that? Yeah, come on now. You can just don't off the table, okay? I don't want to screw it up if I can.
It's floating.
Yeah, it's floating. I put paper towel in here, and so it's sitting on top of the paper towel. But watch. Look at that. The paper towel is sinking, but what's happening to the paper clip? So did you ever think the paper clip would float on top of the water?
No.
You were one that said it would float. Yeah, and Oliver, you said it would float too, right? Okay, see? That paper clip is actually floating. So, I don't know why, something to do with the paper towel. But anyway, so how many of you had to actually see this to believe that that paper clip would float? I didn't think it would float. I thought for sure it would sink every time, right? But you can see for yourself that it actually floats. Okay. Phew, my trick worked. Okay. You can go back to your seats now. Thanks for coming up. Okay, today our Bible lesson is about believing what we cannot see. Okay? On the evening of the first Sunday after Jesus was crucified, so that would have been last Sunday evening, his disciples were together in a locked room. How many of you go home and you lock your bed, you go in your bedroom door and you lock the room so nobody can get in? Does anybody do that? Sometimes you just have to make sure nobody bothers you, right? They were afraid that those who had crucified Jesus would also want to put them to death. So they were scared. That's why they locked their doors. Suddenly, Jesus appeared in the locked room with the disciples. How do you think that happened? Jesus, here. It was hard for the disciples to believe, but they did see him with their own eyes. Jesus showed them the wounds in his hands from the nails and in his side from the spear. So they knew it was him, but they were having a hard time because they hadn't seen Jesus since he died on the cross. So it was hard for them to realize that he was actually alive and he had raised from the dead. One of the disciples whose name was, anybody got a guess? Yes, Thomas, good job, was not with the others when Jesus appeared to them. So he wasn't in this locked room. When the disciples told Thomas that they had seen Jesus, he didn't believe them. That's why he's called Doubting Thomas a lot. He had seen Jesus crucified and buried, so how could he be alive? That's hard to believe, isn't it? Thomas said, unless I personally see the wounds in his side and put my finger in the holes where the nails were, I won't believe. So a week later, which would be kind of like today, this is a week from when they had first seen Jesus, a week later the disciples were in the locked room again. This time Thomas was with them. And again Jesus came and stood among the disciples. Jesus said to Thomas, put your finger here in my side and see my hands. You can reach out and see where the nails were. Stop doubting and believe. Yeah. So Thomas fell on his knees and answered, my Lord and my God. And Jesus said to him, because you have seen me, you have believed. But blessed are those who have not seen, but still believe. Have any of you actually seen Jesus and touched him and, had him, that he's sitting right next to you? Have you actually seen him? How many of you have actually seen him? Not a picture or not, in a dream, but he was actually sitting right next to you, like your teachers or like Megan, like your friends. How many of you actually have seen Jesus? Okay, that's cool. How many of you actually believe that Jesus is alive, even if you haven't seen him? Right? So blessed are those who have not seen Jesus, but still believe. Just like this little trick here that we did, most of you didn't believe that it would float when we first raised hands. But once you saw that it is possible, okay, now I believe that. So just like this is just kind of a little example of, even though we haven't seen Jesus face to face or, touched Jesus, we know that he's here. We know that he raised from the dead, and he lives with us and it takes care of us and protects us and is with us every day, but we can't actually see him. So you and I have never seen Jesus with our own eyes. The question is, will we be a doubter like Thomas, or will we be blessed because we believe even though we haven't seen? So we want to be on that second part, right? We want to be the blessed ones who believe even though we haven't seen Jesus. So how about, let's see, one more thing before we pray. I wanted to thank you guys for the amazing job you did singing and waving your palm branches and stuff on Palm Sunday. Everyone really enjoyed it, and you did such a good job. Thank you for being awesome. Okay? I hope that we can do it again. Probably not this year anymore, but next year we'll definitely be singing again in front of everybody. So thank you for doing that and for coming to Sunday school. So everybody want to stand up and we'll pray together? Okay, ready? Okay. Dear Father, help us to believe, in our heart, those truths we find, in your holy word. Even though we have not seen them with our eyes. And all God's children said, Amen. Good job. Thanks, guys. You can go to your classes. And Graham.